Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I am Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at learnpriceactiontrading.com. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing and what they're likely to do in this coming week. So as expected, Nifty has been moving down and it did make a new low today. Let's begin our analysis with the monthly chart. No change in analysis on the monthly chart, still the same area of demand zone, which based on the monthly chart, which might hold or test get tested deeper. So that's a monthly demand zone. I'm not a fan of this demand zone. So it'll be interesting to see how this month closes, if it's going to extend this candle and make it more expanded range candle, or remain like a indecisive monthly candle. So trend is still up, though we have 3 month prices moving down. But the picture changes as we go down to the weekly chart. If you take a look at it, this demand zone has been tested once. We went up to the supply, came back. So there are multiple supply zones which will be at play based on the time frame. So that's the main weekly supply zone. We'll probably have some supply zones here on the daily chart, and that's the current monthly demand zone, which is a holding. But I'm not a big fan of this demand zone. It's probably going to be tested deep or even breached. But of course, it may not happen in one shot. It may rally up and come down that way. But that's the best area of demand zone for us to go long in cash, about 16,000, but it's quite far away, another 1,300 odd points. But this is a big demand zone and price can go in deeper inside this. And the clues for this will be available to us on the daily chart. So if you see, there is no great demand zone here anywhere in this chart. The only possible demand zone that I see here is this on the daily chart. So that's where I expect this fall to continue to, which is likely because we've broken this low and there is nothing to hold it, though we are moving up from a smaller time frame demand zone. And on the supply side, this is the daily supply, which probably will be in play. So that's going to be the daily range from here till about 17,150. Taking a cue on the intraday time frame. So it's as of now reacting to this fresh demand zone, which might take the index a little bit further up before it starts its movement up. But once we break 232, we'll probably see test levels of 17,100 to 17,000 pretty easily. And probably that's where some supplies will be available for us on smaller time frames than 75 minutes. Uh, this supply will be crucial to see what happens if prices are able to breach this supply, or it holds. If we breach this supply, we might retest the cap area at about 17,700. But still, longs only on confirmation. It's too low for us to go into shorts. Those who are holding shorts should trail their stop losses probably somewhere close to 700. And if we start moving further down, then get it somewhere close to 500. And new shorts only above 17,600 to 700. And if you're not in trade, you have to be patient. You have to just wait. So that's what we have on the Nifty, which has been behaving the way we expected it to. And a quick look at the India VIX, which is directly correlated with the Nifty index, inversely correlated with the Nifty index. And if you see, we are moving down here somewhere into these areas at around on the daily chart. If you see, that's what is right now holding up. And if you go to the smaller time frame, we are in some area of demand zone. So good chance that volatility might still start trying to move up once it hits this area. Let's say if we have a small gap up tomorrow, we could move down and then start moving up. So overall, still bearish, though we are very low on the curve. So shorting is not allowed. Intraday shorting, yes. Intraday longs, yes. Longs only on confirmation for swing. Now let's take a quick look at Bank Nifty, what Bank Nifty has been doing. So these are the markings that we had for the last week, and Bank Nifty is exactly reacting to that area of demand zone on the smaller time frame. But on the monthly, I'm still uh, going to be waiting patiently for this area to get into any kind of huge cash positions, positional trades. This might get breached, but how soon is yet to be seen. The trend is up on the monthly. On the weekly chart, so today, in fact, Nifty has been weak, but Bank Nifty was the only one which was quite stronger and ended positive. But if you see here, all these are smaller time frame levels. The weekly level starts at about 38,293. So that's where I expect this fall to continue. Maybe it will go to some daily supply zone and then start moving down all the way to 38,300. And on the daily, if you see, we have a beautiful supply zone that has got created. Now, tomorrow it will be interesting to see if Bank Nifty is able to breach this or the supply holds and pushes the prices down further. And again, as um, the case with Nifty, the demand zones are pretty lower at about 38,500. No demand zone, only the current demand zone is old. But one thing to note about Bank Nifty is that it is still holding these lows. So that's why probably we could see a push up to, let's say, about 40,700, 40,800 based on smaller time frame before we resume. So probably this is the area that it might be looking to move to before it starts coming down. So cautious approach, shorts, if you are in shorts, you need to trail. If you want to get into shorts, wait for it to go beyond 40,700, 800. And for longs, on confirmation and only intraday, be cautious. Markets are low on the curve, but the trend is down. So you would see some more sideways movement in the coming few days. So tomorrow will be interesting to know since it's a month end.